Good morning, everyone. Good morning, brothers and sisters, especially if you are in the school bus industry. Any places you might be and watching this video is very important. I'm trying to be short enough for this message to get through to so many brothers and sisters working in the school bus industry who might be sometimes playing the negligent in the school bus industry that could bring them into losing the job or to be in jail for a little bit of neglect. And most of us, we well trained out there, and certain things should not be happening to us. We have to be careful and paying attention and be in those chat group to inform yourself, to educating yourself. My name is Alex Calix. If you are going to watch for the first time, I know most of you, it's not going to be for the first time. Sorry for the noise, for the buses passing by, for the airplane, everything that might be interrupted us. Sorry, I am in the yard. Yes, I work for Pioneer Transportation. I am an 1181 union. I don't work for the union. I am a union member. I do not work for the board union. I am not working for Pioneer. I work for Pioneer driving buses, but I don't get paid to do classes. I don't get paid to do refresher. But because I'm a boarder in the school bus industry, I know how important it is for someone to keep on her records clean and to keep on her job, because they have families to take care. They have bills to pay, and I come up with certain information to inform you. A lot of people don't like that. I don't have problem with that, but a lot of people, you get into the benefits of it because certain things protect you. What I'm saying, certain things, they are protecting you, protecting your job. So guys, it is very important in the school bus industry. If you work as a driver, as an escort, what we call attendant, you have to know those rules and regulations. I'm going to just telling you. Some of them you knew. You don't get trained already or trained for certain things. But be in the WhatsApp group, be on YouTube to listen to those advice, what we are telling people, what we encourage people, and maybe educating people in the school bus industry. Last week, I came up with a boarder who left behind, we don't say behind, left two sisters, it might be men too, as an attendant, and driver who left behind on another company, a child. And CAPS and NYPD going there and lock them up. What I would like to do, I would like to do a debate, do kind of debate for certain things that's happening in the school bus industry. All people that was there, like senior people that's been there before me, we could sit down, and other people, we could debate on our situation in the school bus industry and to know more and to know certain things. That's what I would like to do in the school bus industry. Most of the time you see myself coming and explaining, give information, but a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't like the fact I am Alex Calix giving that much information. A lot of enemies in Pioneer for nothing. For what? Because I'm trying to protect them. I bet you, one of those people, I feel sorry, one of those people who might be in big trouble right there, they don't want to listening to me. They don't like to listening to 5-10 minutes at least to know exactly what could be happen, what they have to do, what they have to do, what they need to do in the school bus industry. Last week, they arrested a boarder and another company. Last Friday, of course. And this Monday, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, this happening. I have show on Friday about this. I had show yesterday. Friday, this is happening. I had show right away yesterday about that. And also today I will have show and plus this video to read certain things you have to know, because most people don't have WhatsApp, most people don't have Facebook, but they might have YouTube. I want you to listen to me carefully, and I'm going to be fast. I don't want this video to be long. Guys, if you're a pioneer, you have to listening to me. Most of you and pioneer, sometimes you're avoiding listening to me. And this is going to be on YouTube. Many people all over the world I see me talking about the school bus workers and working in a school bus. What is the duty of school bus driver? A school bus driver job descriptions includes safety, transporting students to and from school and on field trips, following on traffic laws, and maintaining order on the bus. Key duties involve conducting pre and post trip safety inspection, reporting mechanical issues, and communicating with students, parents, and school staff. Drivers are also responsible for maintaining records, and completing requires training to ensure compliance with state and district policy. You see, they're talking about the key duties, pre-trip and post-trip. Why here you already see after and before. Before you pre-trip your bus, you check your bus for everything. And after the route also, they have a mechanic maintenance for you to not leaving any children, any child behind, what they call unattended child in the bus. You train for that very well, and that's what we are about to talk. And a post check after you drop everybody and you have something else to do. Some people use this mechanic. Get off the bus, go all the way in the back, open the back door, and look under the chair if there is no children. But there is something else they put in the bus, and you're going to learn about them before this video is finished. How to check the bus, when to check the bus. Okay. What is the law say for a school bus driver and attendant leave a child unattended in a bus? What is the law say for a school bus driver and attendant who leave a child unattended on a school bus? Listen to this carefully. It is illegal and considered child endangerment for a school bus driver or attendant to leave a child unattended on a school bus. Both state regulations, such as a New York and individual school district policies, mandate all children have safety depot the vehicle and are properly received by an authorized adult if required by their age or special needs. Yesterday, I was telling you on the special video, I will explain you exactly, okay, how this happening. You see, it is illegal and considered child endangerment for a school bus driver or attendant to leave child unattended. Okay, let's go right there to regulations and procedure. zero tolerance for unattended children regulations, and many jurisdictions explicitly states that a child must never be left alone on in any school vehicle. Programs must have clear procedure to verify the vehicle is empty after a one driver responsible, the driver and attendant, if present, is responsible for the safety and supervision of all children on the bus until they are safely delivered to their destination or a designated person. Listen, guys, it is very important, this part right here. They're telling you how to check the bus. The bus itself already have a system to see if you left kids unattended. Not too many buses has it, okay? There is a button in the back. What they telling you? Okay. It take you like 14 seconds to go and check in the back to see if a child leave unattended in the bus or anything else. Okay? If I go back there, this is what they're telling you. They came with a system saying the sleeping sign. Once you roll out from the first pickup, driver have to get up and take the sign. If you have escort wanna help you. Escort have to take the sign back there and bring it to you. Soon you drop the last kid, the last children, the last child, whatever you wanna take it, and you have to go and post the sign back there. Listen and watch carefully. 14 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 steps only to go and get the sign. This is the sleeping sign. And soon you roll out. You're going to have your first picked up. Of course, you have to go back there and get the sign. Soon you drop the last child in the bus. You picked it up and you go and observing the whole inside under the benches to see if you don't have a sleeping kids or if none of those children left in the bus. Look, you go back there. It is very important. You put the sign back there. You check the bus while you're doing this. Very important. Okay. Let's go fast to see consequences for violations. Consequences for violation. Leaving a child unattended on a school bus is a serious breach of duty and can result in significant consequence, including first, disciplinary action against the driver and or attendant, which can include job lost. 2. Potential criminal charges such as child endangerment, depending on location. 3. Civil lawsuit from parents or guardians if negligence cause harm to the child. And this is a very important. Like in that situation, parent will concern or who needs to report incident to school, contact their school district or police department immediately. Guys, it is very important. Right there, it's telling you something, and I have to explaining. Okay, leaving a child unattended in the bus could make you lose your job. Of course, yes, could have you suspended. How it could make you lose your job? It could make you lose the job if the children in the bus may be freezing to death or something that's happened while you leave. Of course, they're going to come and get you and you might lose the job. If it's something that's happening, like you bring the children in the bus and right away you find out that either you were inside and you wound and that's something else. But leaving a child unattended, it's something that's not to be happening at all. You had training, you had a sign, they telling you to check the bus, like you have me, you have the company, you have other people. Why you have to be washing? Where are you going? I know some of you have to go to see your boyfriend. Some of you have to go and play dominoes. Some of you have to go somewhere else after the route. Check the bus. They give you all of those information, all of those training, how to check. This is the part of your job. This is a part of your responsibility. This is my advice to you guys. And this is the last one. Parents guardian presents requirements. Okay? Parents always have to be there at some age to meet those kids. Do not release the kids to stranger. Sometimes you have to have the permission slip. Sometimes you don't because, hey, it's old enough to live, but you have to make sure. Okay. For young children, often pre-K and kindergarten, and sometimes up to a specific age, like 8 or 9, drivers are typically required to ensure a parent or authorized guardian is present at the drop-off location. If no authorized person is present, the driver cannot leave the child alone. Instead, they must follow established protocol, which usually involve contacting a dispatcher or school official as a last resort, involving the police or child protective services. Guys, it's easy. It's very important to follow protocol. You cannot drop kids from 6, 7, 8, 9 for somebody to not assisting them, pick them up. Father, mother, brother, sister, it gotta be an adult. If you gotta do so, you have to have the permission slip to do that. So now you already know you cannot let any kids like under age of 8 or under age 10 goes. It has to be 10. Sometimes 10, you have to have the permission slip. You have to have the okay from the base where you're working at. It is very important, guys, for you to follow protocol. The protocol is what? Sometimes the protocol put you in trouble. Okay? The protocol is you arrive to a stop, you don't see the mother, you don't see the father. That's why you have the radio on the phone, on the bus. You dispatch. When you dispatch, this dispatch will tell you, go ahead to the next stop and come back. When you come back, you dispatch. If you still have more kids, you go and drop everybody else and come back. If you have a chance, you dispatch don't tell you right away. So you have to follow protocol. They have GPS on the bus. So you go and drop the next stop and come back. If you don't see no parents, you go and continue until the base might contact you. And after you drop everybody in the bus. You still remaining one, and you have to call the base to say, I am back on the last stop. I don't have no child on the bus. So I have one left. What should I do? They're going to tell you, stand by. You're following protocol. Do not leave kids unattended in the bus. So I told you two ways to leave kids behind. Another way, parents is up there. Parents is on 4th floor and 5th floor. And the child is 8 and 9. They say, oh, driver, it's too cold. So let them go. You don't have no permission slip. And after we let it go, something happened to the elevator. The driver leave my kids. No. Come down there, ma'am. If you don't come down there, I will call the base. You have to come and get the kids. But it's too cold. Yeah, ma'am. Please come down there. Base, I have a mother who's supposed to come. The base have to decide to say, if she said let it go, let it go. But if something happened on the hallway, something happened on the elevator or something, they might turn back and saying the driver let my child go. They be lying. And the base also will saying, oh, I didn't tell you to let them go. No, you know clearly you're not supposed to do that. So guys, you have to be careful, be careful, be careful. It could be a big sequences for you to leave unattended child. It depends how it is. It might be to the company might suspending you. But once you get there to board of it call cops, and they looking all over the child. They don't see the children. The child all over, they looking and they cannot see it. And they find out it's in the bus, it's cold, and something happened, traumatized or something. Believe me, it's something different. So it's happened to another company while I'm doing the show, and it's happening to my company. We don't force people to watch the Facebook. We don't force people to listen to us. But the only one thing, I know most of you out there, especially in Pioneer, you don't have time to listen to Alex Calix, but there is a day. We are not perfect. The school bus is very, 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 very dangerous for someone to walk, but you have to know how to walk. Either me, anything could be happen to me. So, but guys, try to do, we are not perfect, try to do the job the way they ask us to do the job. That was a special video I made out there for the whole entire school bus industry, but especially for my co-workers and pioneer who do not give certain things I'm giving importance, who did not sitting down to listen at least for 20 minutes, for 5 minutes, a show or something that we're doing, especially the newcomers. You might not have those kind of training yet. You see, I say yes. You might just hire, and when you just hire, a lot of things you don't know, you have to cooperate with not me, because most of you guys, you already brainwashed. They say I am crazy. They call me El Diablo. They call me all of those names, because they don't want you to get contact with me, to get in touch with me, for me to not open your eyes on certain things. Okay, guys, peace and love in the whole entire school bus industry. The only one, Alex Calix and Pioneer.